I noticed it was a bit low last night, so I only have like 6 cans of Fix-A-Flat, 1.5 used, the rest are all brand new. And now I've got problems with Fix-A-Flat cans. I don't like putting that stuff in because, first of all, it uh, it, it does something to the balance of the tire. I don't like it. Yeah, you're supposed to drive it immediately after you put it in, go 4 miles or something. Then you're supposed to put a little bit of fresh air in there to keep it from blowing up or something. I don't know. But it's a queen of Fix-A-Flat when I looked home when I got my little Fiat. Well, I tell you what, I had one tire went 100 miles on Fix-A-Flat. They're like, you can't run on Fix-A-Flat. So I went 100 miles on it. Yes, you can. But yeah, so I got just tablespoons of Fix-A-Flat in there. I've got a hair pump on board, so I went ahead and threw some air in it, drove it a couple miles through some air. So this is interesting. You know, it's bad enough when you, wow, they've got running marathon today. It is bad enough when you know, trying to sell something, advertising online, like on like Go or whatever, you know, and people, or Craigslist. I did that a few times. That was horrible. You get all these people that go, "Can you deliver it? Uh, you know, I want it. Will you bring it by my house? You know, how about if I give you $22 instead of 350? Will you give it to me for 40? You know, and it's like, man, this isn't eBay auctions. I mean, if you can't afford to buy it, don't buy it. Why on earth are you going to juice somebody? So I'm at work, and this lady steps up to me with 2 items that are pretty pricey, and she says, "Can you give me both these for $30?" And I'm just like blown away. Like, is this person like kidding? You know, are they a secret shopper? You know, to see if you know you're gonna get upset with them or say something, you know, bad. And I mean, no offense, some of my absolute most obnoxious customers in my own business, in mercantile, were the best paying customers. You just had to hold your breath and be real nice, because they're just kind of cranky at heart and they will spend hundreds of dollars with you. So you have to be real careful because they'll be your number one best customer. And man, when they're buying $500 worth of clothing at a time, you know, from you, you don't want to make that person mad. You want to come back. And I've had several repeat customers that were like that for years. And they're just a little bit cranky, but they love you. You know, so you just have to hold your breath. But yeah, this lady came up to me the other day. You know, I'm working for another retail company. I had 2 jobs. And this woman literally came up to me with 2 high dollar items and said, "Can you give me these both for 30 bucks?" And I'm like, no, I mean, this is not eBay auctions. This is a retail store. The prices are on the items. You can't give me both of these for 30. I said, no, I cannot. I said, you know, I work for this company, and in order to get my paycheck, we have to sell product. And you know, I cannot do things like that. And I'm not going to. You know, first of all, it's stealing. That's the first thing you have to think about. You sure don't want to be accused of stealing uh, in a job. That's not a good thing. I'm thinking if I should go straight to work. Let's see. Yes, I will. So, hey, but you know, it's stealing from the company you work for. That's not a good thing to be accused of stealing. Yes, you can go to jail for it. You can be charged for stuff like that. You know, any way you do it, you give it away, you don't bring it up, you get discounts that are not supposed to be done. We're in the age today where there's video and audio on these sales floors, and people listening, and people you don't know who they are. You know, you could have the owner standing right there and not even know it, and overhearing the conversation or seeing you do something. So, you know, it's really important just to do your job to the best of your ability, do it honestly, and hope that good things, you know, come back to you. If it was your business, you wouldn't like it if your employees were given discounts and deals and trades or whatever it is. Uh, you know, uh, with your merchandise that you pay for, you know, that you're expecting a certain amount of retail for. You know, bear in mind everything that goes, you know, through that check stand. Uh, it pays your payroll. It pays for the electric. It pays for, you know, the city taxes. I mean, I'm just gonna let this guy go. No, I think I will. But all that is broken down in every sale of where that money needs to go. And you know, I worked at a grocery store that a gentleman owned outright, of a franchise of Piggly Wiggly. And what a nice man. Loved working for him. Hated when he sold it. And uh, and I really didn't like the company that he sold to. They were pretty bad. And I ended up leaving. I just hated it. And here's a speeder, and here's a cop right in front of you, so that'll be good. Yeah, just party on down. Joker's Florida tag too. But yeah, so if you're local, you know this road combines. Clown face. They were speeding to get up here. That was just comical. But yeah, so um, you know, it's really important. When I worked at the grocery store, you know, everything that went over that bill, if you were checking, that was your paycheck. And in order to keep the store open, we had to have a huge amount of revenue. Because if not, it's not profitable. And then, you know, there's a possibility the door is closing. And that's in any business. You know, the rent may get too high, the area might get slow. You know, the economic boom or downfalls, you know, of the world. I mean, there's so many things, you know, that, you know, push on that. So you have to watch your everyday sales, your hourly sales, how many employees you have that you're paying for the day, you know, your utilities, all that kind of stuff. There's a whole bunch of motorcycles. That looks like motorcycle cops. Are you kidding? They're bringing motorcycle cops. Amazing. I haven't seen any of those since like California. But yeah, so you know, Mr. Story was the name of the gentleman that owned that Piggly Wiggly. Nice man, really nice man. And so, uh, you know, my boss used to say, well, we got to make sure we got good sales all the time because they'll close our store. Because it's one of the slower stores, and it was actually in a very poor community. I mean, it was mostly welfare. I would say it was 85–90% welfare people. You know, and you know, all that money spends, whether it's food stamp, cash, whatever it is, So, you know, we had to really push for every day because, we were basically at threat of being closed. And, uh, you know, you have to bear in mind, you may not know all the background secrets and things in a business that you're working for. You don't know if you go there tomorrow and the doors are closed for whatever reason. If the owner dies, if they went bankrupt. I knew of a business that I actually worked for a sewing factory, Chandler's, and the, the owner's son had a gambling addiction, and they didn't know it, and he was like 30 or some years old, and he was spending, daddy's money left and right, ended up signing stuff like, the car and all kinds of stuff, towards a cash loan to play in the casino and all that. And there was a huge amount of debt, absolutely huge. And it was really, really bad. And I can't remember how it went, if the owner committed suicide or how that went. But it was not good because this kid just ran the bills up and it was coming out of daddy's business. And he just wouldn't quit, So the factory ended up closing. It closed like twice, and then it finally closed. The last time it never reopened. And it was really sad. And it was kind of one of the last factories left around to provide work because, the power plants had closed and stuff like that. They would repeatedly lay off and stuff. It just folded up. It was really, really sad. That was something nobody expected. They didn't expect Chandler's to fold. They not only produced their own products, retail clothing, that they also retailed it. And they sold it wholesale to other companies. So they had a good little business going there. But, it was like, well, you went tomorrow and the doors were locked. It can happen at any time. So if you want to trust in your job, and hope that you don't go to work tomorrow and the doors are locked and there's no note on the door, or, the IRS took over the business and impounded everything into place for taxes or whatever, just do your job, sell the product for what it is. We're not here to make deals, especially when you're not authorized to do anything like that. That really takes like management to authorize, huge discounts like that. It's like, people come in and they go, okay, do I get military discount? Well, that we have a giant sale going on, right? And it's like 97% of everything in the store is on sale. And then they want to turn around and get another discount in. So what my boss calls it is double dipping. We don't do double dipping. You get a lot of these customers, they get this big discount on the item, and then they turn around and go, okay, can I get my military discount, or something like that. Or locals discount. I can't believe they give a locals discount. But I want to go to every city and state and go, do I get a locals discount? At our store, you have to show your ID to get locals discount anyway. So, I'll tell them, I'll say, sure, I can give you, your military discount. All these items that you bought on the big sale. I call out the price that's on the ticket, and then I call out the price when it scans. And so they know how much they're saving, $10, $15, $20 on each item. Some of the stuff's like $30 off, so, it's like, I can put it back to regular retail price and then do your discount. Oh, no, don't do that. So double dip. We can't give you discount on discount because we just can't do it. I mean, you turn around and you giving somebody 20-30% off on an item, and then we're going to turn around and get another 10% off for being military, or 20% off for being a local or something. I mean, now you're talking like half of the price off. You're getting into the 45, 50 and stuff like that percent off. And I mean, you're just killing the owner's profit. Nobody wants to mark their stuff down, trust me. Nobody does. When they purchase it, they expect a certain amount of retail, for the profit. And I mean, you've already figured it out on a piece of paper. Okay, if I can get these items, for $1 instead of $5 and retail them for 20, I'm gonna make, 20 on each item. Well, basically 19. Just right off the top, without counting overhead, payables, and all that other junk. So, I mean, you surely do not want to be giving, 40, 45% off because you're going under. You're really going under. What a giant tow truck. With a flatbed, wow. So, and bottom line again, if you can't afford to buy it, then don't ask. Why should I give you my item that's $150 and you want to offer me $22? Honestly, I would get a lot of these things too. Here's some other stuff. You get this thing online where they go, I'm a poor, college student. Well, guess what? I got 5 college degrees, but I sure wasn't poor. And I raised kids by myself. Guess what? I wasn't poor. When I went to college, I made more money than you ever thought about. I was like a professional college student. And I was very, very serious about my education. Okay? And, you just, if you're a poor college student, something's wrong with the picture. Because you can work for the college, they pay you. They have lots of jobs that they'll let you work. And you can work side jobs. And, when I went to college, I did 40 credit hours. 40 credit hours. I had to have signature of the dean. Why did I do 40 credit hours? Because if you do that 8, 12, 16 credit hours, it was like going to a part-time job. And all that driving and gas and, going to school for 2 or 3 hours and all that stuff a day. I mean, it was just dumb. And I said, man, if I just make this like a full-time job, then I can get, my degrees done, in short order. And get it over with. Because, all I should be doing is college. And then, possibly working for the college on the side or whatever. But, I mean, I made good money because I learned how to fill out all my forms a year in advance and apply for everything that was free. Everything I could get free. And I had school loans. I don't really suggest school loans unless you really absolutely have to do it. And I saved all my receipts, and maintenance on my car, the fuel, tires, stuff like that. I mean, all that was, part of my education, daycares and stuff like that. So, I was not any poor college student. Man, I was putting chrome on my Camaro, piece by piece, special ordering it. And you could eat off that bad baby, off the top of that engine or the bottom too. I mean, I just, I lived in nice places. A single parent, raised my kids, no child support. There's only one child I had that got child support on the back end because it was a dirty deal through divorce, where my husband had drawn attention to the child's father through the state and the government, and then he was court ordered to pay child support, which I never really wanted because, I mean, I owned her, she was mine, and it's what I wanted. He didn't want any more children. And I said, look, she's mine. I'll pay for her. And we didn't stay together. And as he was a bit problematic, like a 2-year-old throwing tantrums. Oh my gosh, we got fire department, all kinds of cops. What the heck is going on? I guess it's a special event for motorcycle cops. I don't know what that's supposed to be. But that's the second one I've seen over here. Oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch. I don't know what's going on. And there might be a policeman's funeral. I don't know. People coming from all the states. Who knows? But anyway, murky day today. But yeah, this don't tell me your sad stories. I had one girl that said, on an ad, I listed an item for sale, like a dresser or something. And she kept messaging me back and forth. I said, this is going to come out bad. Every time I start messaging you to death, you know something's going to be wrong. You know you don't want to jack with them. And that includes, even if you're doing stuff on eBay, when they start messaging you to death, it's fair warning. You know, it's like you want to limit their questions. Okay, you got 2 more chances. Because it's going to be bad. I had one girl that messaged me to death. I mean, I must have had 12 messages in 24 hours over some, like $30 item. I think it was a recliner. It was a really expensive recliner that I bought in a storage auction. And I was getting messages from a lot of people. I just want to get rid of it. I didn't care about the value. You know, after 3 days, I want the thing gone because I don't want to pay for the storage unit. So I got to move all the big stuff out really fast. Or I had to pay to have it taken to the dump, which would have cost me $5, $10 to have somebody take it to the dump. You know, and I'd rather not do that. So she kept messaging me back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, I want it. Give me the address. You know, like when you're ready to come, I'm going to give you the address. Are you ready to come down? Well, no. Okay, well, when you're ready to come, let me know. Because it's by appointment only between 11 and 5 p.m. And so, she kept jacking me. She said, well, can't you deliver? I was like, no. She's like, well, I ain't got no family here. And I said, darn, I don't either. All my family's back up in California. And she's like, well, you don't have to be so rude. And it's like I'm sitting here thinking, well, why are you telling me all your personal problems? I mean, you can buy it or you can't. It says clearly in the ad, we don't deliver. You pick up, you load, and these people, they just can't figure it out for their life. I sold a really old Oriental dresser, small dresser. It was really pretty, that I got in a storage auction. And I had several people, that wanted it. I had the price up pretty high. I think I started with about $250 and still had it at about $125, something like that. And this young girl sent me one simple message: hi, is it still available? And I'm like, yes. And she's like, okay, I think I like it. When can I come see it? And I said, just like the ad reads, like 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. or whatever it was I had on there every day, and just let me know when you're ready. And so she sent me a message, and she said, could I come to look at it now? It was like that same day, like 4 hours later, or maybe the next morning. And I said, sure. And so I sent her, the address and stuff. And she showed up real quick. And she was probably 18 or 19. She wanted to get this dresser because it was going to be her first place to live away from her parents. And she was in love with the dresser. And I thought, boy, this is really neat. And she showed up. She had a little SUV car, like maybe a Toyota RAV4 or something like that. And real sweet girl, glasses on, and I, showed her the dresser. It was actually in the hallway of the office building. And I did it like that to keep it out of the storages and get damaged because it rained in them all the time. And then also because it was right next to the door and it'd be easy for someone to load. And so, she came in, looked at it, and, I pointed out any small defects, whatever. I think it had one little knob missing or something. And I made sure to show her that. And we opened the drawers and everything. And I had sterilized a single Lysol like I do everything nowadays. And she says, okay, I like it. Hands me the money before she even moves this sucker. All right. I got to run by here to say hi to my friends. And she says, well, um, uh, is it okay if, I pull up right next to this door? I'm like, absolutely. And she loaded the thing by herself. I pulled the drawers out, handed them to her. She loaded everything herself and, was very grateful. So thank you so much. It's like my dream piece of furniture because this is my first new place to live, moving out of my parents' house. So I'm so super excited that I got such a wonderful piece of furniture so cheap. And I said, fantastic, you know. And it worked out great. She didn't ask me to help her pick it up or any of that crap because that's not my job. I'm not doing that. And it's not good for me to be picking up stuff. Um, so, uh, you know, that worked out perfectly. But then I had some girl one time that came to buy microwaves. Man, I had so many microwaves from storage auctions. I was selling them all day long for about $20. Clean them up real good, polish them, everything, and then list them, and they're just gone like jumping jack flash. I've sold so many microwaves, and they're gone just really quick, like in hours from listing them. And so I had this one girl that came, and I had it right there by the front door of the storage unit, and I showed it to her. I pointed it out. I said, "There it is. If you want to look at it first." "No, I'll take it." And so I said, "Okay, great." Had my hand out for the money. She gives me the money. Don't ever let them load that crap without paying you first. Rule one, because they're going to argue with you or try to Jew you or whatever. So uh, she gave me the money, and she kind of had a smirk on her face kind of thing. And I'm like, man, what's wrong with this chick? I mean, if you go to Walmart, you can't get one for less than $60 that size. So anyway, um, she's like, opens the hatch of her car, and this thing's right next to the door. All she got to do is pick it up, load it in the car. It's not really heavy. I'm not being there to pick it up. Not my job, man. You want it? You know? So I'm standing there, and she's kind of looking at me like, you know, and she's kind of pissy, and she went and picked it up and loaded it in the car. And I told her, thank you so much. Have a great day. And she left a feedback for me on that app for selling. It's like, don't buy from this person because they won't even load this stuff up for you and all that. Hey, what does this look like? A retail store? We don't have loaders and all that kind of crap. It's just used stuff. If you want it, you pay for it, you pick it up, you stick it in your car or your truck. I mean, don't expect that you're going to have people to load it up for you. Don't expect that, that's a free service included or whatever. I mean, I've had some really heavy stuff, refrigerators, all kinds of stuff. And I'm telling you, I'm not loading it, and it's in the ad. You pick up, you load. You know, we don't deliver. So, yeah. But people have a hard time understanding that. I think that's a service included, like it's a retail store. But anyway, I hope you guys have a really great day. And thank you for the thumbs up. I love you so much. Do something kind for a stranger, and I promise I will see you in the next one. Love you.